Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Thursday, July 26th. My dear friend's birthday. Happy birthday, Joy. Happy birthday, Danny. Okay, so I've already entitled this perspective, Would You Hire You? And here's I gave a little preemptive post last night that you need to bring your mirror and take your kid gloves off, because too often this is what's happening. We deal with ourselves with kid gloves, nice and gentle, and we make justifications, we make excuses, we allow all of that. What would be unacceptable with someone else, we excuse it, we justify, we minimize it with ourselves, and yet we continue saying, oh yeah, I want I need to be making my annual salary, and I need it to be a monthly salary. I want to be the best version of myself, and I want that promotion, I want that position, and I want that marriage. We say all this stuff, and yet we continue to leave the work undone with ourselves. So for the next couple of minutes that I've got you, and thank you for all who are joining me, I'm going to ask that you break out the mirror. Resist the urge to make this about someone else, because it's not. It's only going to be about the person that looks back at you in the mirror. That's it. So just concentrate on yourself as I ask you a couple of questions. As you look through and comb through your life and see where you continue to make excuses for your own behavior, for your own missteps, for your bad judgments, where you continue to fall and slip and dip. Look for yourself in the mirror, because this is it. Here's the question. Would you hire you? Would you refer you? Would you give yourself a recommendation? Would you sign a contract with yourself just the way you are right now? This is what we often, and I said we, believe me, I said a couple of weeks ago that I feel an urgency to get things done, an urgency to stop this and to move forward with becoming the best version of myself. Time is ticking. We're going to blink and August is here. Okay, we're going to blink and August is going to be here. So break out the mirror again. Take the kid gloves off yourself, just like you don't put on gloves when you're dealing with anyone else. This is what we do. We excuse every time we show up late to places, but we'll go to a level 10 when we're waiting on the technician to arrive, or when we're waiting on the doctor to get out from his last patient, or anything where we have to wait. We are at a level 10, but we'll be late in an instant for someone else. Oh my goodness, you don't know, the traffic was so bad. You live in that city, you know there's traffic every morning. You knew that already. Oh my goodness, I just don't know what in the world was going on with me. Okay, you already knew that, and yet you excuse it. You allow yourself to be justified with your tardiness. So again, would you hire you coming in late? Would you hire you making the excuses that you give to others? Would you give a referral for that? Would you hire yourself coming in unprepared? You knew you had that meeting. You knew they asked you to teach. You knew they asked you to speak. And the first thing out of your lips is, oh my goodness, well, I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that you are unprepared, because if you are, it's going to show up live and in color in a few moments anyway. But you did not choose to make the time. Would you hire you again? Would you sign a contract with yourself? And it's like the woman who, lists out the 12 characteristics that she wants in her man. Oh, girl, he got to be 6'2", and he got to be fine. Oh, and making the dollars. When in reality, that person would never be attracted to someone who is not. someone who refuses to take care of their health and their body, who refuses to take care of their physical appearance, who has not done the work to put themselves in a position to make the dollars. Okay, it's an unequal relationship. You would become a liability instead of an asset, and yet we continue to go out there and look and ask for and demand and want. You want the promotions. Every time a job pops up that's bringing in nice 6 figures, you're trying to apply, and yet you're the first person to say, and he always trying to get me to do extra. That is not in my position description. That I do not do that. Why you keep asking me to do all that? You won't do anything extra, and yet you want, or you say you want, you desire, or you say you desire, you want the positions that require the extra, that mandate excellence, and yet you don't deliver it now. You're not delivering excellence now. You're not delivering your best effort now. Minimizing, excusing, justifying. Okay, so you have to be what you want. And as long as you leave the gloves on yourself with excuses and justifications and, well, okay, I'm just going to tell you up front, this is what happened. Nobody wants to hear that. They want you to do the job, and they want you to do it well. Are you giving more than what they paid for? Are you giving more, or are you just sliding in under the minimum or just average? Because the marketplace may pay for average once until they find out. You will not be asked back. Period. Average attracts average. Incompetence just calls to incompetence. Okay? Because those companies that are, the best places to work for, and they've got the best packages and the best environments, they would not be looking for someone who is just trying to make it through, who's just trying to bring and it's 5 o'clock, I'm out of here. Those companies would not be attracted to you. So I'm just asking, I am encouraging us to stop and ask the question, would you hire you? Right now, not, I'm going to get better once I get that position. It doesn't work like that. You're tricking yourself. You got the kid gloves on with yourself, believing that lie. You have to start and become and do what you want right now. I tell my young Marines all the time, I ask them, how far do you want to go in this institution? Oh, ma'am, I want to be a sergeant major. Okay, that decision that you just made right there, would a sergeant major ever make that kind of decision? So you need to start now is the point. You've got to be what you want to become. Start now. Start making the decisions that they would make. Start having the work ethic that they would make. Start holding people accountable like you would expect someone in that high position that you want. They hold people accountable. They don't shirk away from responsibility. Okay, so I'm just encouraging us to stop the talk. Take the kid gloves off yourself, hold the mirror up to yourself, and get done what you need to be done. Because don't hire yourself just because it's a pretty penny, because I guarantee you it's not coming back to you. You got one time with the marketplace to come in average. One time. You get one date to come in average. Okay, so all I'm saying is stop with we're fooling ourselves. We're fooling ourselves. We're letting ourselves off the hook too easily because it's us. And you know your intentions, and you know your heart, and you knew you would have if you could have it. Those are excuses. Well, that's just a reason that's an excuse. It's an excuse. Okay. And we'll go to a level 10 on someone that comes in late. And yet you show up when you feel like it. You do what you want to do. Okay, it doesn't work like that. And you will never become all that you were designed to be. I tell a lot of people all the time, you're leaving money on the table. When you do not maximize who you were designed to be, you're leaving money on the table. And it's really much more than money. You're leaving character, you're leaving reputation on the table. Okay, so take your kid gloves off. Deal with yourself the way you deal with others. Would you hire yourself? Would you give a referral? Right now, not the future version of yourself. It starts today. It starts today. And we can do better. We've got to do better. Not an option. We must do better. This was given all in complete and absolute love, but I know you can handle it. I know you can handle it. Take the mirror out. Comb through the areas of your life. Would you hire you? That's the question. Only you can answer that. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves.